we go to the men who can read and write. The well-educated men, they would be the monks. And the monks, they were so wise that we trusted them 100%. So when the monk called Albert told us that all you need to do to clean the water here is that you need to take a few cats, meow, and throw them in there, well, we were not surprised at all. We followed their advice for a whole week. We took 20 cats, we throw them in there, and a week later, 20 cats later, the smell that is coming from the well, it is so bad that we closed down the well, and it has been closed ever since. This is not where the story ends. The locals, they find themselves in a situation where they had to carry heavy buckets full of water in and out of the city every morning. And have you guys ever had to carry buckets full of water? My lord, buckets full of water, this is nothing you would enjoy. And as we start to think, is this the lifestyle that the merchants promised to the locals? No, it is not. And so what do? They go back to the wisest of men, not to Albert, other monks, the Dominican monks. They had figured out the way how we can make this water to last for a lot longer, for a whole week. So if you brew something out of this river water, well, it will taste much better. What do you think? What did they make out of it?
Beer.
Beer it was, my lady. And as we know, beer is the wine of the north. And the Dominican monks, they understand that if we gather people together in a room, we give them a bit of free booze, we give them a bit of free bread, then soon enough, church becomes a beautiful place where to go to. Soon enough, church is as a holy place can be. And soon enough, everybody loves the new way of preaching and connecting to people. Well, everybody was happy except for the Holy Pope. The Holy Pope, he heard what the brothers of the north are doing. Instead of the blood of Jesus Christ, the red wine, a foul drink called beer is used. This can never happen. So he wants to ban it for everyone, in the Sweden, in Argentina, and everywhere else. Now, can you imagine a life without any beer? No, is a short and a simple answer. Yes. Just like my lord said no, the brothers in this town, they say no. And they don't understand, how can you tell us that this is a disgusting drink? It's the best drink that one can have here. And so, what do? They brew the best barrel there has ever been. They take this barrel in front of the Pope in Vatican. It took only 4 months to get the barrel down there. And when the Pope, he's sitting down there in the south, the barrel is in front of him, he opens up the barrel, he takes the first sip. It turns out to be so bad because of the long journey that the drink that arrived in front of the Pope was so disgusting that you cannot drink it. So he spat it out, he ordered the barrel to be burnt, and he thought he was poisoned. And usually when the Pope thinks that he's poisoned, this won't end too good. But this one time he understood. In the eyes of the Catholics, suffering is something that gets you closer to God, and as long as you suffer, you're in a connection with the divine. It looks like the brothers in the north are getting those people closer to God by making them suffering more and more. By making them suffer more and more. So he thinks, if that's what it takes to get people closer to God, then let them have their disgusting of ways. And this is how we maintain the rights to brew beer in this town, in Sweden, and in many other places. So you're more than welcome. I know. Well, not to worry. This sounds more like a good story because at the beginning I have to share a few good stories with you which would teach you how little people could decide for themselves, how much they had to come together and work as one, and how life was a lot different than we actually could imagine. But I think we did a good job here, so now we only need a good name for these lands. And my lord, follow me, I'll show you where it all became to